Welcome, welcome, dear astrology friends, for the last video of the year of 2023. It's a quick one. It's about the new moon in Capricorn that we're about to have around and about the 11th of January, depending where you live. So on the 11th of January of 2024, we are going to have a new moon in Capricorn at around and about 20 degrees of Capricorn. So what is this all about for the collective? What is the flavor of this new moon? And then very shortly for every sign, what is this all about? What is the area of life that we are going to sense this very much? Now, a new moon is always a new start, a new beginning. It's about endings and new beginnings. And always around this time of the year, we're having a new moon in Capricorn. So always, it coincides very well with the timing, isn't it? Like it's New Year, and then we have all these things that we want to start for the year of 2024, these new beginnings. So that is typical of a new moon in Capricorn. Now, another thing, Capricorn is all about work. It's all about structure. It's all about climbing the ladder and getting somewhere. So what is my camera doing? It's doing strange things. Anyway, and I see, I'm looking through a window here and I see things, moving, but I don't have my glasses on, so I don't see what it is. Anyway, that was a little, making this a little bit lighter, But this new moon is definitely about the unexpected as well. So let's delve into that. So we know that we have a new moon in Capricorn. We know that we have a good energy to start a list and writing things on that list in a structured way, and that we are going to not do any shortcuts, but have some goals for the future and work on them, basically. That's it. And working hard with the discipline. The ruler of Capricorn is Saturn, which is all about structure, discipline, working hard. We want to get somewhere, okay? So in itself, that's what this is all about. But what are the other planets doing? The other planets are actually, this is a very lovely, lovely new moon. I think it's one of the best new moons of the year of 2023. Well, it's actually already happening in 2024. It's actually something that has been it's been a long time that we had such a beautiful new moon. And why? Because it's to a trine. It's almost perfect, a perfect trine, close to perfection, as is the song. The sun and the moon together at 20 degrees of Capricorn, trining Uranus at 19 degrees of Taurus. That's amazing. That is actually innovation, renovation, thinking out of the box, getting out of the comfort zone, but with actually not getting too uncomfortable. So it's about new starts, it's about freedom, it's about us freeing ourselves up, and it's about us being independent, basically. That's in a nutshell what this is all about. So we have good energy to make those plans and to make them into this world, to materialize them, so to speak, to manifest them. So it's very alchemic, you could say, energy, because Uranus is this intuition. It's this, the insights that we get. And when it's in an earth sign or stimulated, as in this aspect with the sun and the moon in an earth sign like Capricorn, it manifests. So it's interesting to have a look at everyone where this is happening, this beautiful trine. And if this is not even enough, and this is all in earth signs, by the way. So earth signs, they want to materialize. They want to, they want to have, when they have the idea of writing the book, they want to have the book in the hands, right? So, and apart from that, Mars is also trining Jupiter. So Mars will be also in Capricorn, hardworking. Mars in Capricorn is the hard worker. It is not afraid to do the dirty work, so to speak. And this Mars is in the beginning of Capricorn, 5 to 6 degrees of Capricorn, trining Jupiter, 5 degrees of Taurus. So this is like optimism. It's optimism, but it's also a lot of work that can be done, right? It's a lot of material stuff manifesting in the 3D world. And with material stuff, I mean, you can hold it, right? And it's fantastic. It's nice to have that at such a beginning of the year. And the ruler of all of this, which is Saturn, is in Pisces. And you can say, okay, yes, Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is a structured planet in a very non-structured sign. But it is also getting a support, a lot of support, because this Saturn in Pisces is receiving a sextile from Mars and a sextile from Jupiter. So, I mean, this is probably one of the best new moons in a long, long time. Another thing that is happening is that Mercury is out of its shadow. So it's getting out of its, is it out of its shadow? What am I saying here? You know, it's not out of its shadow, but it's not out of its shadow. It's out of that really annoying Mercury square Neptune aspect. Let me explain. So the Mercury went retrograde and it was at 8 degrees of Capricorn, went backwards, and then it went into Sagittarius. And there it made three. Watch the video on the Mercury retrograde because I'm not going to repeat all of this stuff. I have a whole video of the Mercury retrograde and it explained in details. There were 3 squares going on with Mercury squaring Neptune. And then all the mix of that, Mars is even also involved. And as I'm recording this, we're in the midst of this energy. So Mars, Mercury squaring the Neptune. This is annoying energy because it's a lot of confusion. It's a lot about parallel universes. Unbelievable. At its best, you could say, all these parallel universes, these ideas, these thoughts, these things that we believe in, we're just going to put a little bit of a distance there and see how it's going to evolve and unfold, and to how it's going to work out. That is the best thing. And the intention is choose your battles wisely, especially with this Mars Mercury in Sagittarius. But on this new moon, Mercury, just the day before that, or 2 days before that, Mercury just squared Neptune. So it's done. It's done with the square because now Mercury is direct and it's going away from that square, which means clarity. So if we combine everything, like we have a lot of power of manifestation, the energies are good. So we go with that flow. We have a lot of clarity. And we have a lot of, because of the Neptune aspect is done. And we have a lot of energy. Mars trine Jupiter. This is amazing. So if you're planning to do things, do it after this new moon. I mean, literally to do things, because there's going to be so much energy available and I'm getting goosebumps, which means it's the truth. I mean, absolutely. Ooh, it's a positive message. I feel it. So it doesn't always have to be challenging. Okay. So if you're watching this and you're in the midst of challenges, know that that is coming and prepare yourself for it. You know, that you already received this energy. So a lot of earth, a lot of hard work, practicalities, freedom loving, blah, blah, blah. I made my point. I think let's get to the 12 signs. What area of life is this new beginning and this new start and this freshness and freedom that we are going to get? Where is this happening? Tell me, where is this happening? For Aries, so this is very short, by the way, that I'm going to do. But anyway, for Aries, this is your 10th house. Either it is work, new beginnings. Either if you say, but Veerle, I'm 77, I don't work. Then it is your social status, right? Being married, not being married, being single, having a child, don't have a child, all these things. Well, don't have a child, having a child. That's more logical, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Anyway, so this is about social status, but this is also about how you want to be seen in the world. What is your contribution for the cosmos, not but planet Earth? So new beginnings. Also with your parents, there could be new start, new beginning. So that's lovely. If you're an Aries and you're thinking, oh, my work is like, I want to have something new, you will. Taurians, this is your 9th house. This is a fellow earth sign. So for you, it's actually fantastic. If you can, do travel. Or make plans or whatever. The 9th house is the house of travel. It's the house of broadening your perspective. If you say, Veerle, I never travel, I don't like to travel or whatever, study something. Grab a book. And, preferably a book that connects all the dots. In other words, philosophy, astrology, the metaphysical side of life, all these things. You could write, you could write something, you could teach something, you could strengthen your connection with the divine. And I mean, not like the religion kind of stuff, but the divine, the things that are the understanding that you are an element of the whole and that you are co-creating. Amazing stuff, Taurians. Geminis, the 8th house. Wow, this is an interesting house because it's a house that is all about value of other people. You might get something from someone else, whether that is money, like a tax return, an inheritance, a sum of money from your spouse or whatever. It could also mean you're getting a present of someone and you find it very valuable. We're around these times, right? Okay, Christmas, New Year's Eve. Anyway, so it can also mean on a deeper level, a psychological understanding of a lot of your fears, of a lot of problems that you had in the past. And it's like, you see it now, and you conquered the fears. And that makes you powerful, right? So lovely for the Geminis. Cancerians, this is in the love sector. So in your 7th house, where the houses of relationships, it doesn't matter whether you are in a relationship or not in a relationship, there is endings and new beginnings. And you feel that it's good, and you feel that it's true and real and supportive. So good for you, dear Cancerian. I don't have to add more than that. It's just lovely. And the trine to Uranus in your 11th house, I talked about it a million times. It's on a social level, so supportive. Friends, the goals for the future, people in your life, there's positivity coming your way. Leos, the 6th house, the house of health. So if you have dealing with health problems, there could be a breakthrough here. Could be an ending of a health problem and a new beginning of a lifestyle. This is about lifestyle. You can level up your lifestyle, right? And lifestyle is so much more than just what you eat. It's an upgrade that you can have if you want to, and if you make it work. And if you have that energy and that mindset, it could really work out quite quickly for you. New jobs as well, new work that you love to do and that you find very, very good for you and supportive, and that gives you the money. Very interesting. Virgos, your 5th house. This is so lovely because as a Virgo, you are a fellow earth sign. So you are actually, out of all the signs, for once, the one that benefits the most, because you are going to make with your planets in Virgo what we call a grand trine. So, wow, this is happening in the house of creation, in the house of making fun and expressing yourself. So it could mean if you do have children, it's about children and they're having a blast, they're having a good time. And that lifts you up, and it's heartening. It's you feel all warm inside. Could also mean love, someone comes into your life and it's romance. It's fantastic with this energy. Fantastic, a new beginning, a new romance, for sure. And can be a very deep, strong connection, responsible towards each other, respectful towards each other. Fantastic. Fantastic. Enjoy it. And it can also mean a new beginning of a hobby. That might give you even money, Capricorn. So go for it. Librans, this is in the 4th house. This is lovely. This is your emotional well-being and literally your home. There could be an ending and a new beginning, and a selling and a buying of a new home. It could be, a change at the core that you are experiencing. The new moon in the 4th house is a change of the core, of your core being, your emotional setup, and a totally new beginning. And you can make it work, and you can feel very safe because of that. Scorpios, this is your 3rd house. So for you, it's more on a social level. It's more on a mental level as well, that these new beginnings are happening. And the 3rd house is all about learning, and the things that you learn are the things that you communicate to others. You have like a new beginning here. And it's connected to other people. It's connected to people who are different than you, who are exciting, and you love it. There is such a positive vibe, and it's so real. Could also mean a new beginning with siblings, with neighbors or new neighbors, and a very nice, supportive, you could say, energy around these people. It could also mean that you are going to travel, doing some short trips, and really enjoying that for sure. When you have your own business, this is amazing. This can mean a new website or new social media, and the public is, to attract more public, and that's lovely. It's also fresh for you. Sagittarians, this is your money in your money house. So you could really do stuff and start new things with the aim and the intention of receiving more abundance when it comes to money. And you will, because of this beautiful energy, connected to Uranus in your 6th house. If you do have a job or your own business or whatever, do something new that you've never done before. And it's not too getting out of the comfort zone. And it will be a success, for sure. On another level, it's your confidence. You will feel very, very confident. And that is, of course, confidence comes from working on yourself. So that's what you did lately. That's good. Capricorns, this is in your sign. So you're having a rebirth. You're having your new moon. You're having this new start, this new beginning, especially if you have a birthday around the 11th. That's amazing. It means a very important year with new starts and new beginnings, where that moon and that sun falls in your solar return. But this is in your 1st house. So for you, it's definitely all the beginning that I was mentioning, the introduction. Listen to that. It's all for you. And this is definitely about, you could say, the heart chakra as well. So that you can do things that you love to do, and that you show the new you without too much effort. It's just very natural here. And it's going to give you new opportunities for a new path in life, whether it is a new job, a new relationship, you name it. Aquarians, this is happening in the 12th house, which is the unconscious. So there could be an ending and a new beginning of something that was self-sabotaging, right? Because the 12th house is the house of addictions. It's the house of where you just want to space out, so to speak, where you want to escape. And with this ending and new beginning in Capricorn, it can mean that you, with the beginning of the new year, and you have that intention, no more cigarettes, or no more this, or no more that, or no more 12 hours a day on the internet, or whatever it is, you can make it work. You can make this work. You can really cut out a very bad habit, whatever that habit is for you. And last but not least, the Pisceans in the 11th house. That is amazing on a social level. So on the 11th, there's this new moon, and that means the 11th house, your goals for the future. And when you have those intentions, they can get into reality and materialize and manifest very quickly, like a magician. like the alchemist. On another level, it's a social house. It's a friend's house, and it's like a new beginning. I mean, and in the third house, so go out to parties, go out to network, to have fun with other people, with like-minded people. You will have a blast, you know, dear Piscean. It is for you a very social time. And for connections that and especially when you are going to parties or gatherings and meeting people that you've never met before, you can meet someone very significant that is going to be a long-lasting friend. Having said that, thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best. When you're watching this before New Year, I wish you a very good ending of the year of 2023. And thank you so much for the whole year, for supporting me. And, you know, it's a wonderful thing. Bye-bye.